If endorsements and organization matter most by the time we get around to voting, then Hillary Clinton will be just fine. But if her private email server is the bigger deal then, as it is now, well, then all bets are off.
I feel strongly that, the facts are the facts, and we've been repeating them over and over again.
Well, not exactly. There seems to be a new fact about Clinton's private email server just about every week, if not every day. Since we last sat around this table, for example, word the private server at Clinton's home was set up by and maintained by a former campaign and State Department aide. Oh, and word, that aide won't talk to the FBI or congressional investigators, instead invoking his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Now, in a court of law, that has zero bearing on guilt or innocence. But in politics, the court of public opinion, well, pleading the Fifth can play a little differently.
I would very much urge anybody who is asked to cooperate to do so.
It is the drip, drip, drip aspect of this that is stunning, and many would say unnecessary. Clinton keeps saying, in hindsight, the private server was a mistake, and that all she wants now is transparency. So then why not, when the server became an issue months ago, lay all this out? Tell us all of the things we have learned since, including paying that State Department aide, the one now pleading the Fifth, on the side. Instead, it's drip, drip, drip.
With respect to personal services that he provided to me and my family, we obviously paid for those services and did so because during a period of time we continued to need his technical assistance, and I think that's in the public record.
Jeff Zeleny, help me out. She says in the end, after she testifies to Congress, after the FBI looks at this, after reporters keep asking and asking and asking, we're going to see a conclusion that it's a bad judgment call. She should have had 2 email accounts, but she did nothing wrong. But why not months ago say, okay, my last name's Clinton. Congress is investigating this. The government's probably going to investigate this. I'm running for president. Just put out a 10, 15, 20-page report. Here's the day it was installed. Here's the guy who did it. We paid him on the side. Why not just put it all out at the beginning?
Because she's Hillary Clinton and she is still in a lawyerly-like position. That every answer that she's given, if it was at her press conference on Saturday or in her interview on Friday with Andrea Mitchell, she sounded like Hillary Clinton, the lawyer. She's technically right on most of these things. But this has been an ongoing situation, a change of strategy. Initially, it was a partisan witch hunt. I'm not turning over the server. Remember that press conference at the UN in March?
It's private. It will stay private.
It will stay private. Okay, well, we knew that that was probably not going to be the case. So the problem is now she is to the point now she's trying to answer every question on this, but still unable to say, I'm sorry. When Andrea Mitchell asked her, are you sorry? She asked her repeatedly, I'm sorry for the confusion for the American people. Still not able to sort of get around saying, I'm sorry. I do think at the end of the day here, voters will probably get tired of this on the Democratic side. But the question of this still is, what will be lingering in the general election? Should she become the nominee? And is there still more out there? We don't know. So there is frustration inside her campaign about how she wants to handle this, how she wanted to handle this. This is not necessarily her advisors telling her how to do all this. She's been driving this train, and now we see what's happening.